Hey, how you doing? It's Emma Sidney here. New day, new week, new year. Here is what I might wear when I'm going on my next date. Except that I have a question mark over my shoes. Should I wear these? They're pretty good. I actually wear them to work quite a bit. Or should I wear these? And they're pretty sexy and, you know, I like them. They're hot. But for some reason I'm in an interesting space. I'm 5'6.5", 5'7", not tall, not short, you know. And a lot of the guys that I'm seeing who are wanting to date me are like my height or 5'10", and there's not a 6-footer in sight, to be honest. So these, they're good for 6'3". I know that. However, 5'10", I'm kind of taller than them in these shoes, and I feel, you know, I feel awkward actually being taller or the same height as somebody I'm going out with. And I just had to ask myself, why is it that I have this thing in my head about whether somebody should be tall? Why do you have these preconceptions? What is it about me that makes me think that someone has to be a certain height or anything? Well, because there's tall, dark and handsome. Where does tall, dark and handsome come from? Well, it comes from Disney, it comes from magazines, it comes from our sense of mythology, perhaps. You know, the gods were not short, let's face it. You don't see Poseidon and think, oh yes, he wouldn't have been more than about 5'8". You actually see these men and you say, oh, they're giants of men. They're beautiful, big, bold, strong men. And that's really where it's at, isn't it? Tall, dark and handsome. Well, where are the blonde ones? They can be tall. Where are the thin ones who are sweet with beautiful skin and wonderful eyes and a nice sense of humour? Why are they big and bold and not just, you know, normal sized men who happen to be good at fighting? They could be. You know, Jet Li, I don't think he's a very big man, but he is a fantastic martial artist. There are stereotypes in our society about who's supposed to be the best, and tall men are better. Because there's short guy syndrome. What's a short guy syndrome? Well, if he's short and he's angry and he's busy and he's full on, then he's got short guy syndrome. If he's a short guy driving a big car, well, he's compensating. Big man driving a big car, well, he's not compensating. I don't know if that's really true. Let's take Beyonce. 6-inch killer heels, right? That's the theme. I need those shoes because I've got to have my 6-inch killer heels on. Mind you, I don't wear stilettos. You might have noticed that. Can't do them, never going to do them. And let's face it, who hasn't fallen off them now? Mariah Carey fell off them. Somebody else has fallen off them. Lady Gaga's fallen off them. I'm sure there's more people who've fallen off them. And if I cared about the red carpet, I might know more. The thing about 6-inch killer heels is that they're not good for you. They are sexy, and I'm sure your legs look good and maybe they look longer and whatever, but they're not practical. And you can only really wear them with an extremely tall guy. So why am I trying to wear these shoes? The question is really, what do I want? What does a woman want from a relationship? And is it a stereotype, or is it something we should question more deeply? I think what I really want from a relationship, and what everyone else maybe really wants from a relationship, is a real person who hasn't got a stereotype behind them, who is genuine, who knows how to care, who has an open heart, some joy for life, can play and be funny and laugh with you and spend time with you, communicate with you. Not necessarily every day, all day, have their own world, do their own thing, but then be able to join in conversation with you and share their life with you, travel, do something fun. I think that's what I really want. And he doesn't have to be so tall or so dark or so handsome. He needs to be real. So maybe I have to buy some new shoes. Better think about that one. I'm going to have to ask you something a little bit different today, guys. Well, you might have heard what I said. I hope you did. And I want to know what you think of shoes. Because really, whoever asks a guy about what they think about the shoes, I mean, if they're with the girl and she's buying the shoes, then he's like, oh yeah, I like them shoes. But if you're not with a girl and you're looking for somebody, do you care what shoes they wear? That's a question. And do you care what height they are compared with you? That's another question. And as you are the majority of my music likers, as far as I know, it's 84% male is my audience, I'm hoping that you will find it in your hearts to talk outside of the box and go for shoes and tell me about it. Try, please. And girls, seriously girls, I desperately need your help. I need some sexy shoes. Some sexy, medium height shoes. Affordable, comfortable, and killer. But no heels. Can you do that for me? I'd like that. Thanks. Bye.